The National Credit Regulator is urging members of the public to spend their money wisely amid the Black Friday excitement. The NCR says it's important for consumers to exercise some restraint during South Africa's biggest shopping weekend, as there are also risks with the buy now, pay later service. Consumer journalist Wendy Knowler joins us for more on this. A very good evening to you, Wendy. The Black Friday frenzy is once again upon us. Now, if we're looking at some of the things to look out for to protect consumers as well during this time, just the highlights, what would you note?
Okay, so our rights of return, I think that's the big one. We get caught up in this whole frenzy. South Africans just react to the words Black Friday in a really massive way. But if you don't want what you've bought, it's important to know what your rights are. So a lot of people think that they have an automatic right to return anything. If you buy something in a store, you only have an automatic right to return if there's something wrong with it. And because a lot of stores will take things back as a customer service, not a legal obligation, a lot of people think that that is their right. So there's friction there. So that's the first thing to know. If you bought something and you bought it as a gift or whatever, and it's not what they wanted or whatever, you're at the mercy of the store in terms of whether they're going to take it back at all. Most times they won't give you a refund, whatever. But if you buy online, which as a lot of people did on Black Friday, there are a lot of rights that are being trampled. The main one is that many companies will have a little line in their terms and conditions that says no returns of sale items, which is what Black Friday is all about, right? No. The Electronic Communications and Transactions Act, ECTA, gives us a cooling off period of 7 days because we haven't been able to interact with the product before we've had to pay for it, right?
Yeah.
So you have that 7 days. Some companies give you 30 days, but it's a bit late now for people who went big yesterday. But if it says, I would avoid sites that say no returns on sale items because that is illegal. But if you did buy from a site that said that, and the shoes you bought or whatever don't fit, fight back and zap them with the legal information, because you do absolutely have a right to send it back. They can make you pay to send it back, and that's what the Act says, and they must be in a resaleable conditions, but you are entitled to a refund. And the other thing is, and I really strongly advise people to do this, is the CPA, Consumer Protection Act, says that you must be, as a consumer, when something is delivered to you, first of all, it's the retailer's risk until it's delivered to you. So if it gets hijacked or if it gets damaged along the way, it's on them, right? You don't have to have taken out any special insurance or anything. The Act protects you. Until the thing is in your hand, it's their risk, right? And the Act actually says they must give you enough time to check that it's what you ordered and that it's in a good condition. But most of us don't do that, right? We go to the gate, whatever, and we take the parcel and say thanks, and we go inside. So if you're not going to go in with your little box cutter and open it there and there to see that it's there and then to see it's all right, do what a lot of clever consumers are doing, and that is video the unboxing. So that's not just the influencers who must do this now for good content. Video it so that if there's something wrong with the product, you have proof that it was like that when you opened the box, so that they can't then say to you, well, we sent it in good condition, that's on you, we're not taking responsibility. I think that's a really, really good tip.
Yeah, you're talking about the 7-day cooling period. Does that fall away during this time?
No, definitely not. So whether you buy something on sale or whether, so that's a Black Friday situation, absolutely not. You have that 7-day cooling off period in which to inform them that you want to send it back. As I say, some stores are generous and give you 30 days, but the legal minimum is 7 days. And here I must say things can get a bit tricky if you are buying, say you bought Friday, which was the 28th, if you're giving it as a Christmas present, your cooling off period is long gone, unless they give you 30 days. So if you bought somebody something online, by the time you give it to them on Christmas Day, legally anyway, that cooling off period is gone, so you're pretty much stuck with it. So that's kind of, if someone who's really organized about their shopping, not waiting for December, that's one downside, because you you lose that opportunity to send it back for a refund.
The other big thing that consumers need to look out for are obviously online scams as well. You know, companies have warned people about fake websites that look very similar to the legitimate ones. But I just wanted to know, is warning people enough, though, to say that, look, there are these fake websites, they look very similar to ours, just don't fall for them. How do you distinguish between the legitimate site and a scam?
Okay, there are a number of ways, but to tell you the most important ones, first of all, the URL, the website address. So what they do is they will clone a lot of legitimate websites of retailers, all the big names. They will change a letter or add a letter or transpose two letters so that your eye doesn't, unless you're paying very close attention, you don't notice. So that's the first thing, is to make very sure. And yeah, so there's that. And then the other tell is that they will have all the styles, all at great discounts. Everything you want is available. And in real life, with these real retailers, that doesn't happen, especially when the sales are really good. You're going to have the little sizes and the big sizes, and you know there's going to be a lot that's already sold out. So if you see everything that's available, then be suspicious. So those are the two tells. But the URL is the most fail-safe one. Just pay very, very close attention, especially just before you're wanting to press pay. That's So know what the real retailer's actual website is, so that you can be sure of where you're about to transact, if it's the real one or not.
Yeah, and how prevalent are these online scams? I believe they are actually on the rise. More and more people are shopping for convenience, shopping online as well.
It's very, very much on the rise. So this is if you're not ultra observant, that you are extremely vulnerable when shopping online, especially at this time. The fraudsters are all doing their Christmas shopping, and a lot of people, unfortunately, are going to be scammed. They're wanting the bargain, and they're not paying enough attention to those red flags, unfortunately.
Well, Wendy, thank you so much for your tips, as always. Appreciate your time. That, of course, was a consumer journalist, Wendy Knowler.